He put down his gun! What are you?
So my name is Hannah, and I do the first episodes. I'm the first episodes director.
My name is Sunny. I'm from Korea. I'm a director for episode 2.
My name is Sixin Lin.
My name is Ricky Lewis. I am currently directing episode 4 of the web series.
My name is Benjamin Smith.
And what do you do on the web series, Ben?
I directed episode 5 and tertiary bits from others, but mostly episode 5.
So my name is Chris Boxell, and I run the production design track.
I'm Kevin, and
Where are you from?
I'm from Taiwan, and I'm doing an AD, first AD, second AD for a web series.
I'm Seven. I'm from China, Canton. I did the same job as Kevin.
I'm Penny, and I'm from Thailand, and I'm a PA.
I'm Christopher Fung. I play James.
I am Daniel K. Gonzalez. I play Muller.
Take one.
Action! So we are doing classics.
So strapped.
I honestly feel like the story is very interesting from the perspective of this idea of are these people in the right, are they in the wrong? So we approach the story with, we've got terrorists, as they were, breaking into this building, and they've got guns, and they're holding up these people, and they're really doing something which I can see being on the news as this terrible, horrible thing. But the story is set in sort of a 2 years in the future, things are sort of going down the tubes, and someone needs to tell the truth. Someone needs to speak on the national television and say, this is what's really happening because our information is so polluted. And that speaks to an issue that we have today, and I think it's a really interesting ethical paradigm which I like to play with a little bit, which is, who really is in the right here? Is it okay? Or do the ends justify the means? Are these extreme, ridiculous, awful people doing the right thing? And it's fascinating too, because there are really characters like Byron, for example. The thing that really I latched onto was this idea of battles of egos. So like Byron, on some level, everything he's doing, even though he has his heart in the right place and his goal is to achieve things and to save the world, it's about his ego too. It's about him wanting to be the messiah to these people almost in this weird way. And that kind of ultimately motivates his decision to walk out in front of a crowd and like have this moment. And he wants to be that. And it's interesting because every character in some level falls into that little niche. Like Green, all of this is about his ego. He wants to achieve great things and become like a great speaker in TV and like move on from this like nowhere job on television. And I think it's really fascinating to see how these different ideas of people and where they've got different sort of ideas of where their ego will take them and how they play against each other and how that impacts the idea of we've got this dichotomy of whether they're in the right in the first place. And so that's the thing I think that really drew me to this concept, was the fact that it was this idea of who's in the right, and also the specific characters and how they color that issue and how they complicate things.
I really like web series. Like I used to have some classes, the instructors will show us some web series, and I think it's also a very good way for a young director to expose yourself, because nowadays a lot of people they watch web series, like it's online, the platform is really good, and I know like web series is very different from like short film. You need to know how to cooperate with others to make a good web series. Like you talk with DPs, you talk to the directors of other episodes, you learn a lot.
To be honest, I was so impressive about the professors working in the web series. I thought that the Jenna and the Ken and the Chris, they work so hard, even more than students. And then I feel like they're not professor in the set, they're like one of the crew member, and then they respect each director's role and then each person's working.
I think what I love the most about the actors is the fact that even from day one of me directing them for the first time, it was almost like we had known each other for a long time. And I personally don't like working with people that I've never worked with, not, I shouldn't say that I haven't worked with before, but I don't know. So the fact that I got to spend a few weeks talking to them and finding out more about them and whatnot, I felt a lot more comfortable directing them. Like today was a whole different experience shooting the commercial for Wonder Sprout. One of the actors I've directed before, I also had him as a teacher before, so I know him. The other woman was completely, somebody I had just met. She was wonderful, but I didn't know what to expect. When I found out that she was in hair and makeup, I'm like, well, what if she's a nightmare to work with? But she was wonderful. But I kind of like I'm a very personable person, so I like to I like to get to know people when I'm working with them. So I love the fact that this whole crew, it's almost like they've been working together for years. Like this is a TV show that's in its 5th season or something. They're laughing, cracking jokes in between, takes, and it was fun.
I feel like if we have more time to talk about the script before the shooting, I think it would be much better, because I don't have a lot of time to think of my script, and then sometimes I'm confused because I couldn't talk with the writer before shooting, so I don't know what they want and then why they made this script, what's their intentions.